You don't hear about workers striking quite as often anymore, but it's definitely still happening. In 2023, strike activity increased by 280%, which was most likely a result of inflation that stemmed from the pandemic reopening, among other things. Today, we are talking about the potential port strike of the International Longhornsmen's Association, which will go into effect on October 1st, 2024 at 13 major U.S. ports on the East and Gulf coasts. This has retailers and manufacturers very worried with the holidays coming up because these ports handle about 43% of all U.S. imports and billions of dollars worth of imported goods, from cars to electronics to food, clothing, and agricultural products. A strike could mean big problems and similar supply chain issues that we saw throughout the pandemic, so we already know that a strike would leak into and affect the trucking industry. The biggest issues are related to cargo delays and congestion because for truckers to do their job, they're relying on dock workers to do their jobs quickly and efficiently. When dock workers strike, the cargo stays at the port and creates huge delays in unloading ships, which prevents truckers from transporting the goods inland, which leads to longer wait times. If the strike continues, containers pile up at ports, creating bottlenecks, making it difficult for truckers to pick up and drop off shipments. The ripple effect of this strike could create a number of issues. From a supply chain perspective, a port strike could disrupt the flow and slow the production of goods. Many industries rely on just-in-time inventory, which means that goods are delivered as needed. Because of this, there would likely be less of a demand for truckers since companies would have to adjust schedules to accommodate the delayed shipments. In addition, companies could even turn to other modes of transportation like rail or air freight. Now, shipments could be rerouted to other ports, like on the West Coast for example, but even though this creates other opportunities for truckers, there will still be delays because of the longer distances. And longer distances of course means higher fuel costs and longer drive times for these truckers. Those that are unwilling to make the trip to the West Coast may find themselves waiting for the strike to end and still be losing money. And finally, the ripple effect of everything I just mentioned could end up leading to an increase in freight rates, and with truckers traveling longer distances, the additional fuel costs could end up being passed on to consumers. So hopefully none of this happens and everything is resolved before the strike on October 1st. But we wanted you to understand how everything works together and how easily one wrench can make the whole system crumble. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always call, email, or fill out the form below, and one of our transportation specialists will help you out.